all day.
To date, Joe Dunn has won 14 games. If he wins his next game, he will win his third car, which will bring his total winnings to over $56,950. We'll soon find out as from Hollywood, here's the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. It's the Joker's Wild. And now, here's the host of the show, Jack Barry.
Thank you very much and welcome to the Joker's Wild. In the past few days, you've seen an enormous display of intelligence and luck as our current champion won his 14th game and now plays game number 15. Charlie O'Donnell, would you introduce the champion and the next challenger?
Our current champion, whose winnings in cash and prizes total $50,350, is a clinical psychologist who likes running, reading, and traveling, Joe Dunn. And his opponent, she's the director of tourism for the city of Pasadena. She likes dancing, volunteer work, and the UCLA Bruins, Terry Frank.
Hello, Terry. How are you?
Pretty good.
Joe, welcome back.
Thank you, Jack.
Feeling in good spirits?
Very good spirits.
I don't have to ask you whether you're in good fettle to win the game because you've already done 14 of them. And I want to caution you that to play carefully in the next game because this will be your 15th game. And as you know, on the Joker's Wild, every time you win 5 games, you get a car. You did it once. You did it on your 10th game. And now this is game number 15. So if you play well and win the game, you'd have a third automobile. Okay?
Okay.
Fine. Terry Frank is going to play against you. Tell us a little bit about your work, Terry.
Well, as Director of Tourism for Pasadena, it's my job to make sure people remember we're there 304 days after January 1 in the Rose Bowl, so it's real exciting.
And you are making a lot of changes over there?
Well, and part of my job is in changing some of the tourism programs. We're going to try to have residents open their homes to some of the international travelers, kind of a bed and breakfast program, so it's going to be kind of interesting.
That's fun. I might like to do that. As a matter of fact, for our second honeymoon, my wife asked me if we could go someplace that she'd never been before, and I suggested the kitchen. And that met with a fine response, as you can tell. Terry and Frank, Joe, I'm going to caution you to play very, very carefully now, because there is an automobile at mistake. I caution the audience, please, not to call out any answers. Here are the categories in the game we're about to be playing. They are: grab bag, could be almost any category, followed by science. Then we have American Revolution, films of the 70s, and finally, Middle East. You're up first. Terry Frank, good luck.
Okay, let's go, Jokers.
Middle East, grab bag, and a joker.
Jack, I think I'm going to try grab bag for 100.
They build their nests in huge colonies called rookeries. The emperor stands 4 feet high. Their wings have evolved into flippers for swimming. What animal have I just described?
The penguin.
Right, you're out of $100. Very good. Game number 15, Joe Dunn.
Come on, Joker.
Grab bag, joker, and films of the 70s.
I'll take films of the 70s for 100, Jack.
I'll name 3 films of the 70s. You name the award-winning actor who starred in all of them. Being There, Murder by Death, and Return of the Pink Panther.
Peter Sellers.
Yes, of course. You have $100 and it's all tied up. Terry. Joker, Middle East, and films of the 70s.
I think I'll try films of the 70s for 100, please.
The 1972 film The Godfather starred Marlon Brando in the title. Name one of the 3 talented actors who played the Godfather's sons.
Pacino.
Al Pacino, James Caan, John Gazzelli. You have $200. Yes, Joker, Joker. They said it couldn't happen. That is the 4th time he's gotten 3 jokers. You are too much, Joe. What category do you pick?
Films of the 70s.
Yeah, naturally. That's his favorite category. Answer this correctly, you win a car, and your total winnings will be $56,950. I'll name 3 of the biggest films of the 70s. You name the gifted star they have in common. The Last Detail, Chinatown, and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. for $56,950, including an automobile. What's his last name?
Nicholson.
You win $56,950. Congratulations, Joe. That makes you $56,950, and in just a moment you'll be able to get a chance to increase it as we play another bonus game. Terry, sorry we had to say goodbye to you, but backstage will be some nice consolation prizes. Nice hand for Terry, and we'll play against the devil in just a moment.
Sale now.
Attention Diabetics Association.
Before we give you a chance to come over here and play against the devil, Joe, let me again ask Charlie O'Donnell to tell you about the automobile which you've just won.
Joe, for your driving pleasure from Shonlaw Chevrolet, it's another brand new car. Compliments of the Joker's wife.
And now more fun in store for you, Joe. Come on over and face the devil. Congratulations, Joe. What a remarkable display of not only intelligence answering all the questions, but of course, to get 3 jokers 4 times in a row probably defies all the laws of odds. Now you get a chance to play again against the devil. If you can beat him this time, you've beaten him 8 times, he's beaten you 5 times. I believe that is correct. Yes? No, it's got to be more than that. No, you've beaten him 9 times, and he's beaten you 5. If you do it again, you'll get $1,000 and these gifts.
Joe, the gifts in this package will show you 3 ways to enjoy your sleep. First, Joe, enjoy an afternoon siesta snoozing on this most comfortable sleeper sofa. Famous DeVille Sleepmates, the convertible sofa that sits comfortably, sleeps 2 in queen-size comfort. Sleepmates from DeVille, upholstered furniture for your home at better furniture stores everywhere. Then second, after a hard day's work, lie down for a comfortable night's rest on this brass bed. By Drescher's leading names in brass, a stunning design in genuine brass, classic simplicity that lends a special smartness to any decor, the look of elegance exclusively Drescher. And finally, Joe, here's a 3rd way to enjoy your sleep under the stars. Drenched in moonlight in this gift worth over $1,600, it's a sensational camper trailer. The Time-Out tent camper manufactured in Elkhart, Indiana, with a weight of only 470 pounds, only 4 feet wide in the towing position and designed to be towed by very small cars. This Enjoy Your Sleep package is worth in cash and prizes over $4,000.
Give him a spin, Joe.
Okay, Jack.
First spin gets 25, 150, and 50. 2 1/4.
I'll go.
75, 75, and 200. 400, 400, 500,
I'll go, Jack.
25, 75, and 25. $700.
It's going slow, but I'll try it.
25, 150, and 150. You've got it. You're over the top. You did it again, Joe. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,020, 1,025, plus the convertible sofa, the brass bed, the camper trailer. You're winning in 15 straight games, $60,975. Go back and play another game, Joe. Game number 16. Who will he play against?
Well, Jack, he's a freelance illustrator and a former picker and packer in a button factory who likes movies and collecting TV guides. Mark Chancer.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Jack. Thank you very much.
I'm sure people all over the country are saying, what in the world's a picker and a packer? What do they do?
A picker and a packer picks and packs buttons. I was much better picker than I was a packer, though.
Well, you would have been better off if your name was Peter Piper. Then you could have picked the pack of pickled peppers.
Or pickle buttons.
Yeah. How'd you get started as a picker and a packer?
Well, to tell you the truth, Jack, I happen to know Mr. Big Button, who had a big button business in the Big Apple. Connections.
If you think I'm going into this anymore, I'm not. Let's take a look at the categories and play game number 16. They are fast-forward novelists, male vocalists, rivers, fairy tales, and world history. Those are the categories, and we'll give you a chance to play the game right after this.
Everybody. 1-800-847-1313.
Now the game between picker-packer Mark Chancer and the current champion Joe Dunn in what will be the 16th game. You saw the categories. Mark, it's your spin. Good luck.
Okay, come on, Joker.
Rivers, Joker, and male vocalist.
Okay, Jack, I'll take male vocalist for 100.
Okay, in 1964, one of the world's finest jazz trumpet players earned 2 Grammys with his distinctive rendition of the song Hello, Dolly. What was the last name of this trumpeter turned troubadour?
Armstrong.
Louis Armstrong. Right, you have $100. Your spin, Joe.
Okay, come on, Joker.
World history, male vocalist and fast-forward novelist.
I'll take fast-forward novelist for 50, Jack.
Okay, question number 1. After years of writing police reports, this one-time Los Angeles police officer began writing such bestsellers as The New Centurions and The Blue Knight. What's his last name?
Wambeck.
I'm sorry, that is not right. Fifth, can give me the correct name.
Wamba.
Wambaugh is right. You have $150. And it's your spin, Mark.
Come on, Jokers.
Fast-forward novelist, Joker, and fairy tales.
I'll take fairy tales for 100.
Okay. In a Grimm's fairy tale, a witch gains entrance to a tower by climbing the long golden hair of the fairy tale maiden she keeps prisoner there. Name this long-haired maiden.
Rapunzel.
Right, you have $250. Your spin, Joe. Joker, Rivers, and a triple.
I'll take Rivers for 200, Jack.
Washington, D.C. sits on the banks of an historic river which flows past Mount Vernon on its way to the Chesapeake Bay. Name this legendary American river.
Potomac.
Right, you have $200. Mark. Rivers, fast-forward novelist and male vocalist.
I'll take male vocalist for 50, please.
A 1962 record, I Left My Heart in San Francisco, won 2 Grammy Awards for the male singer who's a master of beautiful ballads. What's his last name?
Bennett.
Tony Bennett. You have $300. Joe.
Come on, Jokers.
World history, fast-forward novelist, and a joker.
I'll take world history for 100, Jack.
For over 1,500 years, the city of Constantinople served as capital of the Byzantine Empire. Today, this ancient city is called Istanbul. In which country is it?
Turkey.
Right, you have $300. Your spin, Mark. Male vocalist, joker, and a triple.
I'll take male vocalist for 200, please.
Correct answer would give you $500, enough to win the game, but Joe gets a final turn. This rock and roll vocalist recorded the hit singles Night Move, Still the Same, and Against the Wind. For $500 and a possible victory, the vocalist's name is Bob what?
Dylan.
That is not correct. You win game number 16, Joe, and $475. What's the last name?
Seeger.
You win $61,475. Congratulations, Joe. You are now winning $61,475. You have defeated... Why are you doing that, Mark? Did you know the answer?
If I had about 12 more seconds, probably would have come to me. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to say that we don't have the extra 12 seconds for you, but backstage we do have some nice consolation prizes.
Thanks.
A nice hand for Mark as he leaves the program. And Joe, come on over here and face the devil. Well, Joe, you've done it in 16 occasions, and this will be the 16th attempt against the devil. This time, if you can beat the devil, get to $1,000 more, I'll give you another $1,000 and these gifts.
Joe, you'll list 2 gifts designed with waterways in mind. First, Joe, we're sending you on a southern bayou cruise along the mighty Mississippi River on your trip to New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
Louisiana's landmark of Mardi Gras and other festivals dance to the beat of Dixieland jazz in the land of its origin. Sightsee the many historical landmarks as you enjoy an atmosphere of nostalgic Spanish and French charm. While there, you'll stay at the New Orleans Marriott Hotel, one of the biggest hotels in the South in the historic French Quarter. Jazz, 4 outstanding restaurants and southern hospitality, furnished by Marriott Hotels. And then, Joe, you're going on a sightseeing tour, a northern waterway, the majestic fjords in the land of the midnight sun. You're going to Scandinavia. You'll enjoy the friendly, relaxed lifestyle and sophisticated nightlife of 3 fairy tale countries of Europe, Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. In these northern lands of mighty Vikings, you'll discover rugged scenery and spectacular fjords. Known for crystal and fine furniture, Scandinavia offers magical panoramas and picturesque villages. You'll have 15 days touring Scandinavia, provided by Amherst Vacation Stores offices worldwide. This Waterways package is worth in cash and prizes over $4,700.
Give him a spin, Joe.
Okay, Jack.
First spin gets you 50, 75, and 75. That's $200.
I'll go again.
25, 100, and a 150. 400, 475. 100, 75, and 150. 500, 600, 700, $800.
I'll go.
25, 50, and you got it over the top. Congratulations. Congratulations, Joe. It's $1,025. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,020, 1,025, plus the trip to New Orleans, the river cruise, the trips to Scandinavia. You're winning in cash and prizes, $66,200. Come on back for game number 17 on our next program so I can go out and give these people a chance to win some money. Good luck, Joe.
Do you need a Visa?
Time for 3 lucky people in our studio audience to face the devil. Who are they, Charlie?
Jack, we're looking for Deborah Thompson, Walter Rain, and Janice Green. Here's your chance to face the devil.
Hello, Janice. How are you?
Fine, thank
Where's
you.
your home?
Carson, California.
Carson, California. What do you do to liven up Carson, California?
Not much. I work for General Telephone.
That livens it up. You know how to play this game now, don't you?
Yeah.
Going to give you a spin. Try to get a whatever you get is yours. If you're the highest spinner, you get a chance to play against the devil. Give him a spin. Janice spins. She gets 40, 50, and 80. Not bad. That's in between. Hi, Walter.
Hello there.
Where are you from?
Originally Tulsa, Oklahoma, now Northridge.
Northridge, California.
Yes.
What's the big difference between Tulsa, Oklahoma and Northridge, California?
Difference between North Carolina and South Carolina.
I don't think I want to get into the differences. What do you do in Northridge?
I'm in the marketing business.
I see. Well, you're going to have to beat $80 if you want to stay in the market. Give him a spin, Walter. Walter spins, and he gets 30, 70. Yep, you're in the market by $10. You're up $90. Hi, Deborah. How are you?
Hi, fine.
Where are you from?
Ontario.
And what do you do in Ontario?
I'm unemployed right now.
And you'd like to win some money, huh?
Sure.
How much would you like to win?
Much as you want to give.
I see. Well, the first thing you have to do is to beat $90 with a spin. Let's see if you can do that. 40, 50. Nope, you are the winner, Walter. I'll be right back to you. Well, both the ladies won $80. There's 50. That's not going to solve your unemployment problem, but it's at least better than nothing, isn't it?
Oh, sure.
Sure it is. And $80 for you over here, Janice. I have 50 for you. And I have 70 and $80. That's yours. We hope you enjoy spending it.
Thank you very
And right back to Walter. Walter, you have $90.
Yes.
In order to get the big loot here, you have to get to $1,000 or more. The 90 is yours. That's safe no matter what happens. But if you can get to $1,000 or more without seeing the devil, give you another $1,000 and this gift.
It's a marvelous kitchen full of appliances. A Tappan kitchen, which includes the side-by-side refrigerator freezer, a practical work-saving built-in dishwasher, and a double oven gas range with continuous cleaning ovens from Tappan. This game is worth over $3,800.
Give him a spin, Walter. Walter again. 25, 100, and 100. 25, what do you want to do? He's going. 75, 125. 425. Walter waits for no man. 50, 200, and 200. That's almost it. Wait a second. Wait. We didn't get it. Oh. You didn't even let me count it up. You might have won. I don't think he did. What, it was short? Was how much? Was 875? All right. I'm awfully sorry, Walter. But you made life exciting for us around here.
I do things fast.
How many children you have, Walter?
Yes, 2.
2. Okay, Walter. Well, you get $90. Could have been a lot more if you just waited. It might have changed your luck. Probably it wouldn't, though. There's $70, $80, $90, and your wife is up there saying, where till I get that Walter home?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, well, stay right here for 1 second, Walter, because I want to remind the people around the country that if they want to be down here in the studio audience, all you have to do is write for tickets. Charlie, tell them where they get tickets.
If you would like information on testing on the Joker's Wild or to join us here in the studio audience, drop a postcard, and please make sure it's a postcard. Drop it to the Joker's Wild, Post Office Box 227, Los Angeles, California 90048. Back to you, Jack.
That's all the time we have. See you next time on the Joker's Wild. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.
Some of our departing contestants will receive Champagne. Champagne is a mystery, a marvel, a masterpiece of good taste. Light and sparkling, yet bold and innocent. Let Champagne take you beyond from Iroquois brands. Also, the Bissell Double Action Floor Sweeper snaps up dirt and litter off carpets and bare floors. Great for quick pickup from Bissell. Plus, if you want beautiful hair, use Salon Formula Jerry Redding Milk and Honey Shampoo. Designed to keep your hair soft and silky. Jerry Redding from the salon to you. The Joker's Wild is a Jack Barry and Dan Enright production.
On Game Show Network, anyone can win terrific prizes like this. Broyhill's Home Office Armoire conserves space and fulfills home office needs. Wraparound doors, pull-outs for keyboard from Broyhill.
To bring more of that fantastic fun to the shiny side of your television screen in just 2 shakes. Don't go away, because at Game Show Network, it's all play, all day.
From Hollywood, here's the game where knowledge is king and Lady Luck is queen. It's the Joker's Wild. And now, here's the host of the show, Jack Barry.
Thank you very much. And a most cordial welcome once again to the Joker's Wild. Those of you who have been watching the Joker's Wild for the past couple of weeks have seen a rather extraordinary thing happen. Never happened before on our program, as a matter of fact. One gentleman has won more money than anybody in the history of this program. This was happy news for all of us, including the gentleman whom you'll meet in just a moment. But it also presented a couple of problems, because as most of you know who watch television, network shows have a limit, the amount of money that contestants can win. Well, we used to be a network show, but currently we're not a network show. At the same time, we're on some network stations. And so we've been in constant dialogue, as has the contestant, with what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. We finally have reached a decision, or at least the decision has been made for us, and we'll give you that decision in just a moment. So, Charlie O'Donnell, would you introduce our current and top champion?
Our champion, whose winnings in cash and prizes total $66,200, is the biggest winner in the history of the Joker's Wild. He's a clinical psychologist who enjoys reading, running, and traveling, Joe Dunn.
Joe, welcome back to the Joker's Wild.
Thank you, Jack.
Let me recap what you have been able to accomplish here on the Joker's Wild. You have appeared thus far on 9 shows. I think that's a record. You've played in 16 games against 16 opponents. I think that's a record. You won 3 cars. I'm not sure if that's a record. I think maybe somebody else did. But you were asked in these past 9 shows 66 questions. You answered 59 of them, and you missed only 7. And, of course, you're winning a great deal of money and prizes. I think you deserve one terrific round of applause. And as you know, backstage has been a continuing dialogue between us and the networks as to what we do about this situation, because we're neither fish nor fowl, and you are a very special person here on the Joke. As Charlie said when he introduced you, with the exception of the tournament winners, and that's very important. We've had some tournament winners who won a lot more. Joe has won more cash and prizes than any other player in the history of the show, and that's truly an amazing accomplishment. Now, as you know, Joe, as we've explained to you, as you know full well, there is this amount that they can win on network shows, and we have an amount that you can win on our show. Well, for the past couple of seasons, the Joker's Wild has been broadcast on some network stations, and so this show is subject to those rules and regulations as set by whatever network we're on. Now, up to this point, the limit for this show had been $35,000, and you knew that when we got to that point, and we told you about it, and we didn't know just what to do, so we have been talking to the network and asking them to raise the limit. And I'm happy to say, for your sake and for ours, we didn't know what the new limit would be, Joe, but you agreed to keep on playing beyond the $35,000 limit, with the understanding that if you won anything beyond that new limit, that you'd donate it for designated by you, correct?
That's true.
Well, happily for you, the network has upped the limit, not as far as maybe you would have liked or I would have liked, but I think very, very fairly. They've upped the limit so that you can take home for yourself $50,000, okay? Now, that's up considerably from the $35,000. Now, you're going to keep that $50,000. That's yours. And there is a remaining $16,200, which you went over, and we knew you were going to go over. And you said you would donate it to your favorite charity. So, Joe, at this point, some charity is going to become very, very happy. They're going to get $16,200 in cash and prizes. Even I do not know. What charity are you going to donate it to?
Well, after discussing it with my colleagues at the hospital, we've decided that the United Cerebral Palsy would be a worthwhile charity to donate.
That's terrific. They will be delighted, and I think that's a marvelous gesture on your part. Joe, so you do become the first person on our program in all the years and years and years that we've been on television. You become the very first person to retire from the Joker's Wild as an undefeated champion. What can you've said so many times that everybody treats you nicely, but what are your deep down emotions at this point, Joe?
This may sound really hokey, but I grew up in Oklahoma, and I can remember sitting in front of the TV watching all the time I was growing up, never thinking that I would ever be really able to do this. So it's seemed real unreal so far until I see myself on TV, perhaps. So all I can say is I really appreciate the support everybody at the hospital has given me, everybody here, and I'm really happy and pleased to be ending this way.
Well, you ended on a high note. Now, you may be back sometime if we have one of our tournaments, which we have periodically. We always bring back the top winners. No doubt that you are the very, very top winner we've ever had. I am delighted to say that you leave our program undefeated champion, and for yourself, you take home with you in cash and prizes, with our best wishes and total congratulations, $50,000. Good luck, Joe. We'll be back with two new players in just a moment.
It's one day, one dose. Virtually everyone who applies.
And so with memories of Joe Dunn ringing in our ears, we proceed with our Joker's Wild. Now, as all of you know full well who've been watching this show 8, 10, 12 years, however long we've been on, we always have a champion because somebody wins and then that champion stays on and plays the next player, but we don't have any champion now. Our champion is gone, retired, undefeated from the program. So what we did is backstage for the next two players, flip the coin, and the person who won becomes the champion. Just kind of no other way to do it. So, Charlie O'Donnell, would you introduce the new champion and the challenger?
She's a homemaker and former singing waitress who enjoys swimming, painting, and opera, Natalia Monjoy. And her opponent, he's a production coordinator for trade shows, and his hobbies are camping and skydiving, Joseph Hudgens.
Nice to have you both with us here on the program. And Natalie, how does it feel to be a champion even though you didn't do anything yet?
Fantastic.
It's easy this way, isn't it?
I feel that it's where I should stay, you know.
Well, you will. All you have to do is win the game, and you'll stay there. And if not, Joseph will become the new champion. Joseph, you've been introduced to someone who does skydiving. I flew my own little plane for years and years as a hobby, but I'm always surprised that people can enjoy skydiving. You really enjoy it?
Oh, yeah. Jack, it's the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
I wouldn't touch that answer with a 10-foot pole. What is the best part of skydiving for you, Joe?
Well, the free fall is really exhilarating, but there is absolutely nothing to compare with the sense of security you get when you look up and you see that fully opened and perfectly deployed canopy over your head.
You feel secure when you do that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You're the only person I ever knew who jumped out of a plane to feel secure. That must be a whole new feeling. Well, players, you are in the shadow of a man who really has been remarkable. And Natalie, you were here before. You didn't get a chance to play because we had to go through all this business with Joe. But we're nice to have you back. And now let's see who the new champion will be playing with these categories. They are the Presidents, followed by Disney. Then we have Where Am I? Want Ads, Mountains, and those are the categories. Because you are the champion, Natalie, you go first, Joe, that goes first. So, Joe, you give him a spin and good luck.
Okay, I'd like some jokers, please.
Mountain, Joker, and Where Am I?
I'd like Where Am I for 100.
It's 15:13, and I'm at a place called Charlotte Harbor when a tired, old-looking Ponce de Leon wades ashore and asks me directions to the nearest fountain. In which state am I?
Florida.
Yes, future state. Of course, you have $100.